Yo. It's the Nikki and Hannah show. Something my wife would like to call it.
Curves and edges in the building.
Okay, hi guys. How's everybody doing?
Okay. I'm fine.
How are you? I hope you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Okay, I'm fine. I'm okay. Okay, so what are we talking about today? I have a topic. I have something I'd like us to discuss. Because I remember something that happened in my childhood. It was a gist of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah? Or do you have something to talk about?
No, please shoot.
Okay, so growing up, I don't know if I've ever told you this. Growing up, there was this gist around that there was a couple. They had like a husband, wife, and kids. You know, then one day, the husband wakes up and he's like, Who are you? And and it's a gist like I had growing up.
It's not. Is it growing up with me that gave you this gist?
No, really, it's like something that happened in my area.
Are you sure you did not take my gist and then
At
reinvent it in your childhood?
At all.
Continue. Let me hear.
Anyway, so the guy wakes up one fine day and he's like, Who are you beside me? He doesn't recognize his wife. He's like, This is not the woman I wanted to get married to. This is not the life I wanted. I recognize you as a past lover in the past relationship.
I'm the one that gave you this.
I promise you didn't. This is literally something that happened in my childhood. Honestly,
Where? Which childhood? You have taken my gist now and I've remixed it to your childhood.
Wait, let me give you my gist. Yeah? Then you tell me your own version of it.
Okay.
So the guy wakes up and he's like, I don't know who you are. I have no idea. Like, I remember you as a love interest at some point in my life. But I don't remember having teenage kids with you. I don't remember being married and all that. So the gist was
I'm
that...
the one that told you
No,
this
really,
story
the gist was
I
that...
I know exactly of what this happened.
Maybe I told you the story and you are vicariously existing through me.
Continue.
So the gist was that the man doesn't... the woman used jazz. She bewitched him, you know, to get married to her.
I remember telling you this just in the car and you were like, hey, what type of life is that?
And that's what happened. No. I promise you, this happened.
Life.
You can confirm.
Stolen identity.
So what's your own version? What's your own version? Because truth about it is...
The man and woman were married.
Yeah.
They were going on 15 years. They had like middle-aged kids.
Oh, those middle-aged kids, like teenage kids.
Yes, sorry, not middle. Why did I say middle-aged? I meant like teenage, 15, 16-year-old kids.
Okay.
One day the guy just woke up, he's like, where am I? What's all this? What's all this?
When did it happen?
Where did it happen?
It literally happened to people who I can describe as neighbors too.
It's a lie, B. Are you sure?
B, literally. This was...
Okay.
The gist was running around our neighborhood.
Okay, because... I've heard this gist to be. Anyway,
so it's possible that it could be like
it's
possible that it could be like the Nigeria India match, yes, where Nigeria was supposed to just score one goal and India was leading with 99 goals. Then we scored one goal. The guy who kicked it, yeah, like a gist that went round.
Oh, okay.
But never really did happen.
Okay, I get what you mean. Okay,
but then again, there's a possibility that these things actually happened.
I think it brings us to the topic that we're actually trying to discuss, which is like the use of jazz in relationships.
Do you believe in it? Do you believe in the fact that a man or a woman can actually put something in someone's drink or meet somebody else to make you fall in love with that person? That's the big question.
Who says you are not jazz right now?
Cut. I need to check.
Go and check.
Well, who says you're
blink twice. Anyway.
So do you believe in it? Do you think
to
such
be
things
honest
can happen?
with you, yeah, so I believe in it.
Really?
I think it can happen. I think it doesn't happen the way people think it happens. Like I think, like let's go to the use of like this Kaya matter that has been publicized on the media and everything.
Okay.
Something like Kaya matter, for instance. I think that it is not what people think. People think that it's this jazz that when you use it, it's just, oh my god, you hypnotize the person and they can't tell their left from their right.
But what exactly is Kaya matter? If you translate it, I think it means like woman's properties. What does it mean streetwise?
Yeah, for the purpose of like, it's like aphrodisiac. It's a known word used to explain unknown things.
So basically, it has three meanings because I know kaya mata literally translates into women things.
Yes.
And it's
That's
also
kaya
used.
mata.
And it's also used as an aphrodisiac.
Yes.
Does it work for both women and men?
So
or is it just an aphrodisiac centered around women?
To be honest, I don't know if it's.
I'm
not
it also mean unexplained things. So it has like
yes,
three
unexplained
meanings
things. True. So yes, so that I really do believe that there is like where they say, oh, you go and they'll give you concoction to put, and then when you're doing, men will follow you. Yes. However, I do feel like there's always a lifespan for those things in terms of.
So you actually believe
and it's very
those
short-lived.
things work.
And not as much as like the media puts it out and makes you feel like they wash put all those type of talk. Not as much as that, but I do think that to an extent there is an element of people use certain means to manipulate people into doing what they want. But it's a very short-lived thing. And I feel like the sacrifice it would take for a person to get the long-term one is usually such a great sacrifice that you'd have to make that will end up in like your personal demise, like Kanayo style.
Okay.
Like Kanayo style, like, oh, if you want him, like, okay, he can give you all the money. If you want him to love you and give you his marry you and give you all the money, you will sacrifice your brother or your sister or something like that.
But I have a question. Is it about love or is it about sexual attraction?
I think it's just a combination of. I think it's money.
So because if someone actually loves you, they're gonna spend everything.
I think it's money, to be honest. I think
if someone loves you, right, or if someone is sexually attracted to you,
yeah.
they would actually spend what they have trying to get you.
Yeah.
So I think it's less of
because you don't see
money.
people doing kaya mata. I could be wrong, but you don't see people doing kaya mata for people in the village.
I think they do that.
They do that?
Yeah, because I think women sometimes are programmed to actually have a man for themselves. So anything you can do to keep that person, you would engage in it.
You know the funny thing? I don't know. This kind of reminds me of Harry Potter.
Okay, how so?
Like for all the Harry Potter fans, like, because I was so obsessed with it that year. Turns out that there was someone in Harry Potter that was jazzed.
Okay.
To love somebody. I think, God, I can't believe. How old am I that I'm forgetting?
Harry Potter was actually a long time ago. They were kids when they did the movie, and they're all adults now, so it was a long time
I know,
ago.
I think it was either Tom Riddle when he was older, or was it that's before he became Voldemort.
Okay.
I think either his mom, somebody jazzed somebody. Please, if you remember the story, tell me. And they put a spell on the person, and the person to love. I think, yes. Tom Riddle, who is I could be wrong.
Tom Riddle is Voldemort.
Yes, who's Voldemort was in love with Harry's mom.
Oh.
I think. Oh, hey! Before I'll say something I don't know. And
you're not a true Harry Potter fan.
I am embarrassed. Life. Hey, life has happened to me. God. Hey.
Well, I sometimes believe in the fact that people can be jazzed.
Yeah, so I was trying to say it was so sad because I think when the jazz now broke, basically in the story, when the jazz now broke, it was like, who are you? What did you do to me? It was chaos and there was a lot of anger and it was, I don't know if it's Tom Riddle or himself or his mom or that. Anyway, there was something there and it just got me. And I remember when I was reading it then, I felt so sad because I was like, oh my God, why did you have to do this to kind of just get someone to love you?
Could it be that you are overwhelmingly in love with this person?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why you did that, so the person may be able to reciprocate an iota of how you feel for that person. So that's why you did something.
But even in the movie, it's like it painted.
That person show you love.
Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, you're very right. But the issue, what that happened with that is that even in that situation, what happened was the person was so much under a spell that, and I've not realized that no matter if you force someone to love you, whether by using jazz or whatever. In the beginning, you would like it, but at some point, you would want a taste of what free will is from them.
Is that how you feel right now?
Don't make me be afraid now. Did you jazz me? Anyway, yes, you'd want a taste of what free will is, because if they're doing, people get tired. If you've just somebody to become a mumu for you, and they give you everything, they do anything, and they're just like anything you say, anything you say, at the point you'll be so, thank you. An example of this is not directly like this, but like Black Mirror. I don't know, there's an episode of Black Mirror where the woman's husband died, so she got that robot that was like replica of her husband, and they put in all his data.
Okay.
So he literally was everything her husband, but he wasn't. Initially, she was like, okay, so he was doing everything, obeying her. They were not even having fights. They were even like having sex together and everything. But then it got to a point where, she got tired after a few months. Like she wanted to fight with him, but he was like, I will do whatever you want, because he was just reading back. He wasn't programmed to be hostile towards her. And then you realize that people actually want people to have the free will and the choice. So in my mind, I'm substituting the robot for like a jazzed man in that sense, whereby you've lost your own mind and train of thought, and you're doing
because sorry,
everything.
let me just put this out there. So fundamentally, from what you just said,
Yeah.
human beings naturally crave order. But somewhere along the line, we like a sprinkle of chaos every now and then.
I think, okay, that's one way to say it.
Yeah, because I mean, if you've had everything going on well for you, sometimes you would
but it's
just...
not really well, to be honest. I think that
Yeah, I mean, if you jazz someone as if you believe in it, you use jazz, you bewitch someone to fall in love with you. I don't 100% believe in it. Sometimes I think that you can actually do certain things that will influence people's decisions. You could do something that will make me want to marry you. You could do something that will make me want to chase you all over town. But I think it's short-lived. I think it's very temporal. I think it's not a permanent situation. You know, like you said, you may have to renew it every now and then.
Yeah.
You may have to...
The jazz?
The jazz or whatever it is, the aphrodisiac that you put in the air.
Yeah.
You know, I think I don't 100%
And you know it
believe
loses
in it.
potency over time.
Yeah, you would know, right? I don't 100% believe in it.
I'm just saying, with any artificial remedy, if you're using something over the years, if not, this your folk tale of the man waking up, how do you think it happened?
Yeah,
Probably lost potency over time.
And like we said, it could have been a gist that spread round grown with kids at that point in time, so it may never have happened. Unless you know someone who has actually had a direct existence or relationship with that, and you know that okay, this may be the exception to the rule. It may actually be a true story.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think it happens all the time. But basically, whatever that is, it's you looking for order in your life.
Yeah.
Then somewhere along the line, when you get tired
is it really
of it,
order? To be honest, I don't.
Yes, it is.
I don't
some form
agree
of
with
order.
the use of word of you saying, oh, so with the reason why men or women jazz their significant others because they're looking for order. No, there's something you want to get out of it, and most times
it's a consistency and with the sense of consistency.
But that's
if
not
you
order.
want this person to
that
consistently follow you, to consistently love you, that's consistency, and that has an order to it.
So flawed.
No, that's because you're looking at it emotionally.
No, I just think that there is no
human.
Like this is my own thought of this.
Order and chaos.
No, so
when you
how
bring
can
emotions
chaos
into
be?
it becomes chaotic.
No, let me tell you, clarity can never be chaos.
Clarity is consistency, which is order.
No, clarity for who? For the jazzed person.
For the person who's doing the jazz.
No, then what about the jazzed person? No.
You are following a precise order of events that I want you to follow.
Absolutely not.
That's order.
I feel like you manipulating someone's free will is chaos.
There's nothing chaotic about it. The same way we have dogs, and we ask those dogs, hold up, to sit. The dog will not want to sit.
You're not manipulating. You're not.
You create order in that dog's life.
Did you take hypnotism and hypnotize the dog? No, we're talking about
after years of training. Yes, the same way people go. Hold on, B. The same way people go through nursery and primary school. I mean, as a child, you crave chaos, the natural emotional order of things. But you're put through secondary and primary and nursery school, and there's an order to it.
I don't agree.
So I think like you can actually order a person's existence. So I think you can actually, if a person does that to another person, you're basically trying to create a certain order in the person's existence.
For them, so you
Yes,
rob
for
them
them.
of their free will.
I think the idea of order in nature means that your free will is overshadowed. Because if your free will is overshadowed, you don't do spontaneous things. You do what is required of you.
So you love tyranny.
It's not exactly tyranny. It's creating structure. But we're
Dictatorship.
talking. You can cloud it as you please. But we're talking about it. But is it possible to actually use jazz to bewitch someone?
I think it's possible.
You think it's possible?
Yeah.
So how do you think people can avoid that?
Prayer is the key. Prayer is the key.
Wait, I don't understand.
Prayer is the master
So
key.
you think that you think that I can sit here and bewitch somebody somewhere over there, and if the
No.
person prays, the person puts a mountain around himself to prevent me from reaching them.
I feel like there are many forces, and
I mean, why don't I just go and meet someone, get something, and put it in your drink or your food or your clothes
Yeah,
and you
so
wear?
but I was going to say, I think proximity is a very big factor when it comes to these things.
Proximity.
Yeah, proximity to the target.
Okay.
And which is why they say be careful those you allow in your inner circle or your closest friends and whatnot, because you just never know who is trying. I mean, you've seen those videos of two guys out like at the club, and then that guy was actually poisoning his drink.
Yeah, but there's
And
an immediate physical reaction to that. You throw
So
up,
what
you
I'm
die
trying
or
to say is,
something.
in that situation, it was like he tried to poison him. In other, you see, there are other situations where you hear girls say, "Oh, my roommate, she took my underwear." My roommate that I thought was my best friend. Apparently, she took my underwear, took it to somebody, Babalawo, and he did something on it, and she kept it in my drawer. Just there's a lot of all these things, and so I feel like there's a level of access and proximity to the person that you're targeting that you need to have to be able to personally affect them. Otherwise, I think it's just bad wishes, which generally in this world, a lot of people can just put out bad wishes, and then you kind of on your own internally like block it with like prayer and
It
stuff.
sounds to me like we believe in uncertain certainties.
Augusta.
That's what it sounds to me like. We're not certain about it, but we believe that these things hold some
Let
power
me tell you,
over
I
us.
believe that doesn't hold any power over me. It
Yeah,
doesn't-
but if you believe it holds power over somebody else, I mean, why are you the exception?
I don't believe in it. I don't think it holds water
Are
over me.
you afraid of it?
No, I'm not.
Do you think that it's possible to affect you?
No.
But you think it can affect somebody
It can
else?
affect others. Yeah. It can affect people out there, but not me.
Why don't you?
Because I'm covered by the blood of Jesus.
Okay. Well, sometimes I actually, like I said before, sometimes I believe it. Other times I just think it's lost. Whether the man or the woman is lusting over someone.
There's obviously an exaggeration sometimes with these
Yeah.
things, but
Yeah.
however, you cannot deny the existence or the evidence of evil in this world.
Neither
That's
can you.
one.
Neither can you ascertain it.
You can ascertain evil in this world. It's literally on the news every day. Every day you see it online.
I don't know if it's evil. I know that it is man's.
So I feel like this is now you trying to explain it away, because it's clearly evil. What is evil?
Based on what we're talking
The
about.
dictionary definition.
Based on what we're talking
No,
about.
what does the dictionary define evil as?
Is it evil to make someone love you?
Yes.
Then it has to be evil.
It's
in
evil
all
to make somebody
ramification,
do
all
anybody do
classification.
anything. Evil is evil. The playing devil's advocate say is it evil to make someone like, if you like, stay there, let them do you jazz. You don't suffer it. Alright guys, let us know what you think in the comments down below.
Fundamentally, what she's trying to say is, don't influence a girl to like you. It's evil. Let her just naturally come to the state of liking you.
Okay, twist my words.
Because I mean, if I have to go take you out and buy you something to drink to eat,
It's evil.
and because
That's
I
what
do
I
that,
said.
you don't like me.
You
It's
know,
evil.
they say gaslighting is also evil. This guy is gaslighting me in everything I've said because that's not what I said. But anyway.
I mean, I just wanted to
Goodbye. That's the end, I mean.
Is it? I have a drink.
Bye.